That's a homer, all right. Yo, it's Coach Ty, back in the saddle. We got a 32-minute workout today, a couple of 4-minute AMRAPs smashed within those 32 minutes, and a whole laundry list of movements. So, a ton to cover, and with all that said, let's get to it and have As mentioned in the intro, we have 32 minutes to complete all of the work, and I want you guys to think of this workout as separated into 4 different sections, okay? So the first section will consist of 3 movements, 50 reps of every movement. The first being air squats. Feet are shoulder width, stand nice and tall, and make sure we're getting that full depth with the hips below the knees. The second movement will be toes to bar. If you have a pull-up bar, great, you guys know toes to bar. But otherwise, for most of you, we will be doing a hollow hold with something like a broom overhead. You will go up as far as you can and control down. Up as far as you can and control down. Now, the kicker on this movement is the more you control the downward phase, the more you're gonna feel that burn, okay? If you don't want to use a broom or you don't wanna go all the way overhead and hollow, you could put a dumbbell or a kettlebell directly overhead and get your feet as close as possible to that dumbbell or kettlebell. If you can't get it there, that's fine. Just go halfway, 3/4, or as high as you can get it. Again, maintaining control on that downward phase. The third and final movement of the first section will be 50 push-ups. Dig those hands into the ground, squeeze your booty, and make sure you're nice and tight. Control down and press the floor away. Control down and press the floor away. That concludes the first section. Section 2 of this workout is a 4-minute AMRAP of just one movement, and that one movement is a front squat, one of my favorites. So with the front squat, men will be doing 135 and women will be doing 95. Of course, those are RX weights. You do not have to do that. And if you don't have a barbell, you can use something like a dumbbell or a kettlebell, okay? So I will demonstrate with a dumbbell. If you have matching weights, it would be nice to go dual dumbbells in that front rack position to really mimic what we see with a barbell front squat. But if you only have one, you can go here or you can go here, okay? Both will work. And we wanna go into full depth, keeping a nice tall chest, driving those knees out, and pressing the floor away and standing tall as we finish the movement, right here. Front squat, 4 minutes, as many reps as possible. We've made it to section 4, the final phase of the workout, which will consist of a 4-minute AMRAP of overhead squats. You can use a barbell, ideally the same weight you use for the front squats, but you can also use a kettlebell, a dumbbell, or another implement you can throw overhead. I will demonstrate with the trusty broomstick, which would be good for those of you working on the skill. We have a wide grip, we power snatch overhead, and we punch through the barbell. I dig my feet firmly into the ground at shoulder width apart. I sit, doing my best to stay tall and keep this barbell over the middle of my head, and then complete the movement by standing tall. Just like that. 4-minute AMRAP, overhead squats to finish all the fun. Section 3 of the workout will consist of 3 different movements. The first being 100 double unders. If you don't have the skill of double unders, you will double that to 200 single unders. If you don't have a jump rope, something like bunny hops or pogo jumps will work as a modification. Movement number 2 of phase 3 will be a 400-meter run. Nothing to it but to do it, have some fun on that run. And the third and final movement of section 3 will be 50 single arm dumbbell push presses. Dumbbell here in the front rack. I dip, I drive, I punch. I dip, I drive, I punch. 25 on the left, 25 on the right. Let's talk a little bit about the warm-up and ways to optimize your performance. First and foremost, let's keep the warm-up general and dynamic, just like previous Fridays. Hopping, skipping, crawling, jumping, and running all the classics, all the foundations will really help you. Number 2, shoulders are going to be big in this one, so mobilize them and activate them. I would recommend stuff like Supermans, W's, Cuban presses, and even some crawling to prep you for that. Third and final note, the hips. The hips are so paramount in almost every athletic movement, so treat them accordingly. Let's get them mobilized. Let's get them fired up. Spider-Mans, Kang squats, bodyweight squats and lunges, some hip bridges, things of that nature are gonna get those hips ready to go. That's all I got for today, guys. With that said, I'm Coach Ty, signing off. Peace out.